but I was like just tracking him down, and then I finally got to read the script, and the script was a thriller. So that was a little confusing to me because he's like such a funny director.
Yeah.
And so I said, what is this? Because the script is definitely like a twisting, turning, intense thriller. Is it a comedy or a thriller? And he said, yes. So then every day on set, I was like, is today a comedy or is it a thriller?
It's a good mix
and
of
it's
both.
like, yeah, it's like really kind of over the top and campy and trashy and fun and like, kind of like my outfit, I guess.
In follow-up comments to a select group of reporters, they hinted at having seen text communications and other materials that made them question Blake's version of events. The implication was that she may have knowingly distorted certain occurrences on set to cast Justin in a negative light. The lawyer's bold move aligned with repeated references in the press to a series of messages that suggested Blake's portrayal of normal production challenges might have been exaggerated, if not wholly reconfigured. This revelation from her now former attorney unleashed a fresh wave of discussions. Public sentiment had been wavering. Some still believed Blake was the target of under-the-radar manipulations, while others were convinced she had weaponized partial truths to steer the media. The new twist pressed many to reassess. If her own lawyer disavowed the claims, how reliable were they to begin with? Online forums lit up with heated debates. Fans divided between those who felt betrayed by Blake's alleged deceptions and others who maintained faith in her, arguing that the lawyer might be acting out of personal gain or harboring hidden motives. Simultaneously, the revelations gave Justin an unexpected advantage. For someone who set out to produce a heartfelt adaptation, he'd been thrust into a bizarre spotlight, forced to defend himself by releasing private communications. By the time the lawyer's statement hit the headlines, Justin no longer needed to aggressively champion his perspective. His adversary's own legal counsel had effectively done it for him. The dramatic exit underscored what industry insiders had begun to suspect, that the deeper one dug into the claims, the more they unraveled. Hollywood took note. Castmates and crew members who had been reluctant to speak up now felt less constrained. Some privately shared stories indicating that Blake appeared to deliberately pick apart situations, turning them into hot-button issues, only to later reference them in legal or public contexts that did not reflect what actually transpired.
Thank you to all of the internet sleuths who really understood that something was very wrong and I was not communicating as I normally do. I obviously very deeply looked into the Deadpool Wolverine movie. I did know that Ryan had cast his 7-year-old daughter, Inez, which is Taylor Swift's goddaughter, in the Deadpool movie. Okay, cute. She's 7. She's ready to be in a film. Maybe this wouldn't be the film of choice for me from a Christian household, but to each their own. And I did know that the daughter, the kid pool, has a potty mouth, which makes sense given the character of Deadpool. You're expecting the kid to have, I guess, a potty mouth, and that's supposed to be funny. I was aware that the kid said some highly inappropriate things, but I had assumed that the kid was in the costume and they likely used either a voice actor or an AI voice tool to say some of those things, because absolutely no person, I don't care how funny you think you are in Hollywood, would want their precious daughter, of all people, to make comments about Hugh Jackman's penis being in their father's mouth. Okay. I just assumed, like, this is not something that you have to investigate any further, because there is no father in his right mind who would want a scene in which his daughter makes a, I guess, homosexual joke about the relationship between him and this Wolverine character who we're starting to have questions about their relationship in real life. Well, it turns out that I was wrong. I was very wrong on this. And also, he admits in one of these like post Deadpool interviews that not only did he force her to say it, but that she was not comfortable with the line. And essentially, she wasn't going to do it. And then he was like, I'll just find a different actor. And that's what he says. So he kind of basically forced his daughter to do the line, or else he's going to replace her as an actress in this movie. She's 7 years old, you guys. Take a listen to Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy laughing about this after the movie came out.
Hey, when I want your opinion, I'll take Wolverine's out of your mouth.
That's kid. Guiltily, that is my daughter, Inez.
I'm so sorry we have to admit that.
And I am Father of the Year over here for allowing her to say such language, which, to her credit, she really didn't want to say, and then came back later and said, I want to say it now, when I started looking at other people to play it.
Yeah, but Ryan, to our discredit, we made Nezzy do I'm not you 70 to 500 versions of that line.
Yeah, I'm going to pay for that later.
Yep, I think right about now is when you're going to pay for it, because that is just unbelievable. He is admitting that she was not, Nezzy, as she is called, was not comfortable doing this line. And Ryan essentially said to her that I'm going to find another actor, which is pointedly ridiculous, by the way. That is literally him just emotionally conditioning her to say, like, if you want it, you're just going to have to do it.
All of Blake Lively's friends are pissed at her, according to a news source.
Spoke with a source who's very close to all. In fact, he's being deposed. He's that intimate with, in this circle of friends that they have. But what I was told is that all of the friends are just pissed off, like including, all the way down to his Deadpool director, Sean Levy, who's best friends. And then you got all those people who were, Bradley Cooper and everybody who went to the screening. Yep,
Blake Lively is bringing everyone down with her. Even her husband doesn't want to get involved. He wanted to get dismissed. I thought this comment was really interesting. This user asked a lawyer whether Hugh, Colleen, Jenny, Brandon, Taylor, Isabella would need to bring their own lawyers to their depositions, and she says they usually do, but it's at their own expense. You might be wondering why Blake wouldn't pay for it. Well, it's because from an optics standpoint, it would make Blake look really bad to pay for their legal representation. So Blake is willingly dragging her friends into this lawsuit. It takes up their time, it costs money, and it's stressful. The fact that her husband won't even come to her defense and is asking to be dismissed is crazy, and I would be really surprised if their marriage is staying strong.
Oh, Blake Lively girl. Blaming sickness on your children just to be at the Eras Tour is a new level of, is it even Delulu or is just sick now? May 12, 2023, according to People's Magazine, Blake Lively attends Taylor Swift's Eras Tour with her daughters, which was in Philadelphia. Why is this important? Week of May 8th, they were supposed to be filming in Vegas, but Blake canceled saying somebody in her family was sick. As production was set to begin filming in Vegas on May 8th, a member of Lively's family falls ill. Baldoni shares his prayers and wishes for their speedy recovery. So that blue text message is Justin texting Blake. She responds, "Thank you so much. I'm horrified by the timing. Thank you all for your support. This has been brutal. Blank is gonna be okay." And the blank is so little, it makes me believe it's one of the kids. I'm gonna go with Inez or Onlin. We're both gonna be good. Just need to get through it. Justin responds, "Just so happy. Blank is going to be okay. Rest well." Oh, this is Blake Lively caught in 4K in Philadelphia on May 12th with Taylor Swift, her older daughter, and one in her arms. Considering she couldn't go to Vegas to shoot because of a sickness in the family, I'm surprised she has the strength to be at an Eras Tour. Priorities. You held up this man's movie, cost production tons of money, because you had to be at the Eras Tour on the 12th in Philadelphia. That's why you couldn't be in Vegas to film? And you blamed it on your kids being sick? Concocting illnesses and sicknesses for your children just so you could be at the Eras Tour? The new level of sick.
The amount of damage this woman did in 1 month? June. While I was celebrating my wedding, Justin was fighting for his life. Let me paint a picture for you. So on the 6th, Justin was hospitalized for a spinal infection. And 6 days later, Blake decided to hit him with 1-2.
Sit through it.
But
and
listen,
just know, it's literally, this is not a bit. It's literally not done. So to be honest, what really happened is we were like, we're going to show the movie, and the studio was like, no, you're going to show 20 minutes. So we're like, no, we're going to show the movie. And they're like, it's not done. And I was like,
yeah. Blake showed an unapproved copy of the whole film when she was told she could only show 20 minutes. And that brings us to what I like to call the FU parade. At the Book Bonanza, Blake paid for the travel and hotel stay for her co-star. So while it seems like they're all on her side, she paid for them to be there. And Justin's team didn't even know that they were coming. Justin's documents, notes, photos from the event. Justin let his editors know that Blake was going to be showing her film at the second day of the event as well. Then he mentions how he was uninvited. Whole thing is pretty cruel and intense. One of the editors says that he hopes that he at least likes the movie that's coming out into the world, and Justin hasn't even seen it yet. So Blake is literally showing a movie to this crowd of people that Justin has not even seen. How much did Blake pay these two for all those interviews? This next week is what I like to call What the Fuck Blake. On Monday, Blake decided, I'm hiring a new composer. And on Tuesday, she decided, I don't want Justin's name on the poster with me. The movie poster. The movie he owns the rights to. So they sent him a letter asking Justin to waive his rights to having his name credited on the movie posters so they could go ahead and print them. Are you kidding me? These are noted in the documents. Just when you think it can't get worse, Blake requests to have producer credit and gets it. But that's not where her goal was set. She wanted the PGA mark. Like many of you, I didn't know what that was, so I had to look it up. It's given to producers that have performed most of the producing duties on a film. The mark also determines which producers are eligible for PGA awards. Other award organizations also use this for eligibility, like the Academy Motion. And what it means is it indicates that the producer made major decisions of the film, including the production, budget, and legal. And Blake, you sure did try, didn't you? When you think it can't get worse, oh, it did. Oh, it did. Blake requested Justin send a letter to the PGA team saying that she should get this PGA mark. After everything she's done to this man, are you kidding me? You want a recommendation letter?
I keep thinking how anyone can be this stupid, but then suddenly I realize that we are talking about Blake Lively. So I understand her stupidity. Her stupidity is very, it's understandable. It's not that much difficult to, gather your thoughts. It's her, so it comes with her name. It comes with her personality. It comes with her face. Understandable. New update. She wants to get out of this mess. Another new update. That's not how the law works. Another new update. Blake Lively just realized the world does not revolve around her, just like she played in Gossip Girls. Another update. Her husband is no longer supporting her as they both have taken vows in a plantation. Another update. I don't know, there must be some other update, these guys are very stupid. Yeah, and the world hates them, as always. That's not an update, that's just a fact. Like every single thing I said here was a fact. I don't know what runs in her plantation mind. I do not know what runs in her dumb mind. Saying nothing, because if her mind worked, and if his mind worked, things would be right for them. They wouldn't be in this situation. They wouldn't be in pain emotionally. They wouldn't go through so much. And the thing is that nobody put them here. They did it to themselves. The whole Deadpool, having his entire family in Deadpool just to humiliate a man who was just doing his work. What were they teaching their children? We will never know. But I hope to never be a parent like them. I hope to never be a friend like them. I hope to never be an investor or colleague like them. Probably everyone will not like me, understandable, but I hope I'm not them. That's all I have to say. I just really hope I don't turn into these two, because these two are horrible people who absolutely cannot take a break or give a break to everyone. They walked around acting like they owned Hollywood, and they did by faking it. And now everything is coming out. And that is so satisfying. That is so satisfying to see a bully finally crumble and fall and fail. It's just the best thing in the world. I have nothing more to say, but I hope they enjoy this, because we are really enjoying it. What do you guys have to say about this? I really want to know what you guys think about Blake Lively trying to back away from every mess that she created on her own. And please comment on the comment section and like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.